Look at the photos, the perfect lighting, the flawless choreography. Millions of dollars poured in by HYBE and Geffen Records, a Netflix documentary chronicling their rise. It looks like the ultimate success story. But here's what the glossy photos don't show you. The death threats flooding their comments, the edited confessionals designed to turn members into villains, the corporate silence when everything started falling apart. This isn't the story of a girl group succeeding against all odds. It's the story of a system that was always going to break them, and the girls who are still picking up the pieces. It started with a reality show called Dream Academy. 20 girls from around the world, one dream, a spot in HYBE and Geffen Records' first global girl group. 19-year-old Lexi from Sweden, Daniela from Atlanta, a girl from South Korea, another from Belarus, all of them believing this was the opportunity of a lifetime. But here's what the promotional trailers didn't tell you. Dream Academy wasn't designed to find the best talent. It was designed to create drama, and the editing room made sure of that. Take Manon, for example. The Netflix documentary painted her as someone who didn't care, someone who showed up late, someone who didn't put in the work while the others were sacrificing everything. I know I've been missing, but I know a lot of other girls also have been missing, and I feel like it's only being taken out on me in a way. The internet exploded, comment sections filled with hate, people calling her lazy, selfish, undeserving. But here's the thing, the company controlled the narrative, every edit, every confessional, every moment designed to make viewers feel a certain way. They didn't correct the narrative, they didn't step in, they just sat back and watched the internet do what it does best. Day 2 of voting, I've already voted on Weavers. The public was voting, deciding who stayed and who went. The girls weren't just competing for a spot in the group, they were competing for approval, for survival. For our final invitation, we invite Ilya, Adela, and Hinari will not be joining us in Korea. The pressure wasn't a side effect of the process, it was the process. Control the narrative, control the product. HYBE and Geffen didn't want a group of friends. They wanted people they could manipulate, people who would follow the script, who would deliver the lines the executives wrote. Katseye, you also found out the name of your group. How are you feeling about it? Honestly, this name is fierce. I freaking love it, and I think it fits us perfectly. Every answer pre-approved, every interview scripted. They weren't speaking their minds, they were delivering product descriptions. But that wasn't even the most disturbing part. Here's a question that nobody asked during all those sweet training clips. Yoon barely spoke English when they started. The label put her in front of global cameras and expected her to perform like she'd been doing it for 20 years. But did they actually teach her? Did they give her the tools to succeed? No. They just used her awkwardness as cute content, as something for the fans to find endearing. I taught you. Oh, Coachella was high-key fun. Good job. You know what he was like, low-key like. Oh, like that was low-key like fun. That was not fun. No. Watching these clips now, something feels different. It's not sweet anymore. It's a teenager being thrown into a high-stakes environment without even being able to communicate with her teammates, and nobody stepped in to bridge that gap. But maybe that was the point, because friction makes for good content, and good content gets views. She's Lara had to teach Yoon that if we make fun of her, she can't give us a reaction and show us that she hates it, or else we're going to keep doing it. I have been bullied before. What I've learned, my mommy always told me that you stop a bully by giving them no reaction. Am I going to make fun of her? Yeah. Let's be real about something. The company didn't try to stop any of this. They didn't give the girls cultural sensitivity training. They didn't hire translators. They didn't help the Korean and American members understand each other. They just let it happen, because friction means engagement, and engagement means success. But then the backlash started, and it wasn't just criticism, it was relentless, vicious, the kind of hate that follows you everywhere. Death threats were flooding every member's comments, but Manon was getting the worst of it. Every day, thousands of messages telling her to disappear. If 1,000 people are sending you death threats, it's jarring. Even if it's not going to happen, it doesn't mean anything. It's heavy and it's jarring. Have you had that specific threat? Yeah, yes, I think so many, it's a lot. Our career has been really short, but I feel like we've gotten a lot of things said to us, to our family, to our friends. And what did the company say? Nothing, just a vague statement, words that meant nothing at all. No defense of the girls, no legal action taken against the people sending threats, no actual protection. The labels went quiet. They watched the members defend themselves alone in a sea of hate. Can you imagine being 18 or 19 years old and having millions of people tell you to disappear, and the people who are literally making money off your face won't even say a word to protect you? Manon has been on hiatus, and we love her so much. She's our sister forever. But here's what nobody is saying out loud. The company didn't step in to help them. They just watched them burn, because any attention is good attention for the machine. And then came the Grammys. This was supposed to be their moment, their "we're here" declaration to the world. But something was wrong. The energy was off. The choreography felt hollow. They looked like they were running on fumes. You could see it in their eyes. You could hear it in the missed notes. And you could definitely feel the absence of the chemistry that made them the group in the first place. But the real gut punch was Coachella. While the rest of Katseye performed on stage, Manon was there, but she wasn't performing with them. She was watching from the sidelines. Am I excited for Coachella? I'm beyond excited for Coachella, guys. Coachella has been like a festival I've been religiously going to for a while now. And the fact that I'm going to perform there is crazy. But she didn't perform. She just watched. And then something unexpected happened. Manon made a surprise appearance during someone else's set, Pink Pantheress' set, not Katseye's set. The internet went wild. Some fans saw it as her making the best of a disappointing situation. Others wondered if it was a quiet little message to the company. I'm on hiatus all you want, but I'm still here. Whether that was actually the intention or not, people definitely interpreted it that way, especially since there were already so many questions about the whole hiatus narrative in the first place. But here's the thing, Katseye isn't the first group this has happened to, and they won't be the last. New Jeans ended up caught in a corporate battle that completely changed their careers. Le Sserafim spent months fighting wave after wave of online hate. HYBE barely debuted before getting dragged into a controversy they didn't create. Different stories, different circumstances, but somehow the pressure always lands on the artists instead of the people running the system. Think about that for a moment. The same company, different groups, different members, but the same pattern, the same pressure, the same corporate silence when things go wrong. So where does that leave Katseye? Manon is on hiatus with that classic health reasons excuse, the same excuse we've heard a million times before. The social media posts feel like a long, slow goodbye. The performances feel hollow. The chemistry is gone. Will Manon actually come back, or is the hiatus just the beginning of the end? Nobody really knows, but the signs aren't great. The fans who still love her are waiting, hoping, but hoping doesn't change the system. It doesn't fix the pressure. It doesn't undo the months of hate and isolation and corporate abandonment. These girls were sold a dream, but they were given a nightmare. They were promised global stardom. They got death threats and breakdowns instead. They deserve to be treated like humans, not products. They deserve a chance to be a group on their own terms, not the terms of a corporate machine that was always going to choose the bottom line over their well-being. So maybe the real question isn't whether Manon is coming back. Maybe the real question is why the system keeps doing this to young artists, and when that system will finally change. Because right now, it's hard to see any sign that it will.